encouraging everybody to get a ticket and get on the train. The train started.
love. So my solution to this problem is that we get one big party. We'll call it the world party, and everybody open up their borders, and people can cross the borders, and we could love each other. We can dance all night long together. Because my theory is, if we could dance together, we could live together. And if we can live together, there will be peace on earth. I'm positive that dancing is the key to our happiness. Music is the key to our joy and salvation. Let us tear down the walls and disarm the bombs and embrace each other like the brothers and sisters that we know we are. Let's speak truth to power. Let's tell our leaders that we are all about unity. Let's tell our leaders we are all about love. Makes you feel so good.
knows my heart is closed. Try and get your eyes. I fall from paradise. I am scared of your full indifference. Boy, I'm falling down. I don't like the fact of my burning heart. Kill me with a smile. I don't wanna cry. Now I'm melting down with my icy crown, turning inside out, tossing upside down. I don't wanna be only the mystery. I'm no longer free in this misery. Boy, I'm falling down. my name. You gonna know my. You gonna know my name. You gonna know my. You gonna know my name. You gonna know my. You gonna know my name. You gonna know my. You gonna know my name. 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 You gonna know my name.
California class, our shit is out there. Keep the house pumping round the dial as we rock the West Coast now. This shit is crazy. Acid funk for your ass with that California class, our shit is out there. Acid funk, keep the house pumping round the dial as we rock the West Coast now. This shit is crazy. Acid funk, acid funk.
There's no place on earth for us.